Welcome to today's Achieve Mastermind call. Today is all about elevating your business, helping you create, sell, and market high-end offers to high-end clients. And if you are watching this and you haven't yet watched any of the other videos or learned about creating offers or selling offers, I highly recommend going to the Achieve Resource Center and diving into the content that's been created for you around selling, creating offers, and there's a lot to it if you dive in, but each video, almost all of them except one, almost all of them are only 30 minutes or less. And so you can even just listen to them. What you want to do is get really good at learning how to sell and convert. Hello, Leslie. Hello, welcome. And you want to be good at sales before you go out and do marketing. That's my point here. You got to do it at the same time, but don't just focus like 90% of your life on marketing. You won't make money because you'll get somebody on the phone and you won't know how to sell. And then you get frustrated and there's this whole loop-de-doop that happens in your mind that you're not good enough. So let's keep you from feeling that and make you feel awesome by learning, how to sell. And I will tell you the next time I'm in Denver, let me show you something. I got these beautiful business cards, and I showed some of you guys already, but these beautiful business cards ready for you guys for, this is gorgeous, right? They're like gold foil, fancy schmancy. Well, what they are is the sales system on the back. So you can keep this in your pocket at any time in your notebook or whatever. And I have clients that carry my sales system around and then use it in person in front of people. It's hilarious. It works though. And so I'm really passionate about telling you guys about sales and we're going to talk about marketing, but I want to, let you know that there's a lot of people in Achieve that have a lot of different ways to help you around marketing. I'm not going to deep dive into marketing strategies in particular, but I'm going to show you things about marketing as a whole to high-end clients. That's what we're going to talk about today. And then you'll see why and a little bit why I'm saying that. But what I would like you to do is consider today to have new eyes around your marketing. Just stay really open today about potential moving forward around marketing. I'm excited. And then at the end, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, write them down. We'll have time at the end for questions. And I also am going to answer a question about sales that somebody asked me recently. So let's dive in. Okay, like I said, today was all about how to market to high value clients. I say high value clients because high value clients are clients who value what we have to offer. That's it. And so it's not about the number and the cost, the investment of what they're putting in. It's about, do they value what you have to offer? We all want to work with people who value what we are offering. So I just want to keep you that. It's not about the number, it's about the value that you're bringing in and creating in that relationship. So I just want you to, before we dive in here, ask yourself this question: what may get in the way of you finding more people to buy from you? The number one question I get from new entrepreneurs is, how do I find more people? And it's typically not that. I'm going to tell you right now, it's usually either the way they're showing up in their body, their mind, their energy, their clothes, something is off. Them, number one. And if they're popping, they're spot on, they're too scared to sell. They feel salesy, they're scared of money, something around all the salesy money stuff. So if either one of those you have a challenge with, I highly recommend getting really into alignment with what you sell, you embodying that energy, that result. And then also getting good, making sure you start to master sales and practicing and getting good at it. And then, other things could get in the way. Fear of just talking to people, right? And also perfectionism, trying to figure out the right person. It's like, you don't know until you ask. ask, offer, get to market faster. Okay. And I'm going to show you some ideas of what to think about today around marketing, but just before you go there, because everybody wants to focus on marketing when they start out business, I want you to really think about what might get in the way before you even go out to do market? What might get in the way? Is it you, sales? Are you scared to have a client because you might not serve them well or something? Are you scared? Figure it out and then we'll help you. Like that's it. Bring the awareness to what's getting in the way of you finding more people. We're going to talk about how today. And then let's refine and polish that area so that you can get more people easier. Ideally, you're not have to go find people as much as people are going to come to you, but that happens over time. And you're still going to, no matter what you're doing, you're still going to have to go find people at some point. Like no matter what, you're going to have to go out there and do some things. And so let's talk about how. And if you want to share, the group's here to support you of what might get in the way for you. Like what would you need help with to go find more people, right? Like I'm going to be honest, I hired a stylist. I've hired 2 stylists actually, and a makeup artist and a hair person. Which I'm not really a hair person, but I've done all this stuff to kind of feel into what would work for me. I've had my hair done in this picture for a photo shoot, right? Like I'm not an expert of beauty products and all that stuff. I'm more of an expert on health and wealth, but not like beauty stuff. And so I had to have help figuring out what kind of clothes fit me best, that look best, especially on camera. And so I've paid people to help me show up in a whole, way that's in alignment with what I'm speaking. I can speak it. I have the intellect, I have the information, but I maybe didn't have the clothes, in the beginning. And I know that might sound superficial, but it matters. And I'm here for you guys. So that might not be your thing, but just feel into what is it that might be getting in the way from you finding the people, right? Are you actually at that high value level right now with the way you show up and your sales conversations? Okay, so here's the deal. 3 steps I've put together to show you super simple how to find these clients, right? Like it doesn't have to be hard. It's just really focusing. Number 1, be calm. Somebody who's offering something that they're very confident about, they're calm, and they're also excited at the same time. I'll show you what that means in a little bit. Number 2, use results-based marketing messaging. I'm going to show you what that means in a minute, but if you sell the work, people will buy, but not as many. It's going to be harder to find people. It's going to take you longer. It's like, oh, nobody gets me. It's not nobody gets you. It's you don't get the market. You're not a special snowflake in the market. You're a special snowflake as an individual soul, but you ain't a special snowflake in the market. People want what they want, and they've been buying it for years. So just meet them where they are by using results-based marketing messaging. And I'll show you what that means in just a couple of minutes. But it's huge. And I'm here to support y'all because you have really cool things to offer, and you may be in a space where you're so excited about it that that's what you talk about, your thing that you do together with somebody or a group, or that middle part, that medicine, the process part. It's great. I love it. It's interesting. Yes, because I love that kind of stuff, but it's not going to resonate with the people who aren't in that world. So let's focus on what they want at the end of it all, basically. And then this last piece is huge. Choose. Make a choice, friends. Stop the wiffle waffle wobble double stuff. Make a choice, be a business owner, and make a decision, right? And choose 1 to 3 to start. If you've already have that, add on as you go. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go into these each a little bit. Make a choice and get good. And Daniel said, been there, still there a little. Yeah, it makes sense. We're all there sometimes because we're in the modality, the middle ground, the work piece, because it's what we love to do. And it's fine to be there, but we need to link it to the results. So how to be calm and excited. Focus. Oh, you got to be grounded in your body. You got to just relax your belly button, breathe. Just breathe. It will keep you more calm. If you're, in your body and not so thinky all the time, if you're in your body, really with the person you're talking to, you're marketing to, your social media, everywhere, if you're really with yourself, whatever comes out of you will be clearer and calmer, not like all over the place, neurotic. You also want to be excited, some people are like, how do you be calm and excited at the same time? Well, the most successful people are. They're very grounded, confident in what they do, and they're jazzed about it because they know it works. So I have a lot of zeal for what I do, and it's because I love it and I know it works and I get so excited. I've often said marketing is all about excitement. Who's most excited and the loudest about their thing? Is it you or is it somebody else? It doesn't matter if it's somebody else. They can have their people. You can have your people. We can all have our people. But if you're not loud and your own, biggest fan, they're not gonna totally feel that it's, good for them. It's gonna work for them. It has value. It's nice, but if you're not excited about it, they're not gonna be excited about it either. So you got to be excited about what you got, and you got to be calm and confident about it at the same time. Why do I say focus? Is because when you focus, it's much easier to stay calm. And it's also much easier to be excited about something. When you're all over the place about what you're doing, it's not as easy to feel calm. You're scattered. You show up scattered even. And then you also don't feel that excited because you're a little unsure about which one's going to work. And so you want to be pretty clear about your offers, about, where you're going and what you're doing, so that when you do your marketing language, it just is super clear and they get pumped and want to step in with you. So how to use results-based marketing messaging. I'm going to ask you this question because a lot of people, especially in the health and wellness world, will market the inside, the confidence, the clarity, right? The higher vibration, the healing. It's like this inner game stuff. That's important, yes. And pain is on the inside, and also it reflects on the outside life. That's really what they're mostly in pain with, is yes, they have the inner game wonky, but it's affecting the outer projection of the inner. So you need to get really good with your marketing around talking about the results they want. So what results do they want? Well, what do your people want? My people want health and wealth. Do they want love? Yeah, but they don't, they get that because they align with themselves and they feel happy and all that stuff. But I'm not teaching them stuff about love. I am if they ask questions, and I'm there for them. And I can give them things because I got books and research and all the things on that, and masculine and feminine hormones. I get it. I can give them advice on the love train, but it's not my game. It's not what I teach. I'm not actually that interested in it. I have love in my life. I'm happy. People do too. I have trained a lot of relationship coaches. I have people I can send those people to. So I wouldn't market just, work with me and you have more love in your life. Is that true? Absolutely. I'm not going to market it though, because that's not what my people want. My people want health and wealth. They want wealth, getting healthy, all that kind of stuff. And so that's what I market. And you'll see, if you look at any of my stuff, it's really around wealth creation and being healthy. And so that's what I focus on. I like to say people love to be fit, rich, and in love. Pick one or multiple of those and market to that. Maybe you need more clarity so that you have the right career path and create wealth with ease and stay healthy, right? It's either the body, the bank account, or the love life, usually with the romantic partner. All right, friends, I hope this is helpful. This is like some of the juiciest content I can give you that will literally change your conversion and people coming to you if you speak their language and their pain. Highly recommend. What do they want? They want more money. They want money, or they want more time, or to create money. They want that juicy love, the soulmate, something like that, right? Or they want to drop the 30 pounds or have more energy, get out of pain. That's pretty much what they want. The rest of the stuff they know they have to do, but it's really just to get where they want on the 3D part of the existence of being a human. So highly recommend tapping into this. I actually would say, if you want to put it in the Achieve group, some ideas, hey, what do you guys think about this marketing messaging? Put it in there in the group and I'll give you some comments and I'll give you guys some ideas. No pressure. But if you want to, I'll support you as long as you put it in the group so other people can gain a lot of value out of it. So let's help you get your marketing messaging shifted if you need it. How to choose your marketing strategies. Now, this was what I was talking about earlier. You ever had the situation? You're like, how do I give me like a one, I don't know. Give me a one or a happy face or something in the chat. If you've ever felt like these marketing things where you look at this ideas about marketing, you're like, I could write a book, become a speaker, go to networking, host a workshop. Maybe I should use Facebook, Eventbrite. Oh man, I could get referral partners. Maybe I should start a blog, right? TikTok videos, live videos, a YouTube channel, video on your website, pay for ads, Facebook. Instagram, LinkedIn. I mean, we could go on and on. Okay, we got happy faces, sad faces, laughing faces. Yeah, friends, I love you. I'm going to give you a strategy that I recommend in a moment. Now, this does take discipline because we are inundated with marketing strategies. But what did I earlier say is that you need to spend more time on yourself. I believe this is my particular coaching methodology. You first, get yourself popping, and then get really good at sales. Now you have to do marketing to get sales. And I know it's part of it, but don't be like so focused on marketing. If you're not really good at sales, let's get a little bit more sales calls on the books. And I'll show you how in a sec. But here's the deal with marketing. This is my biggest advice to get you really the most money with the most joy. That's what I care most about. Ask yourself, so you do this before next time, what do I like to do? What do I really like? I love Facebook. I've been on Facebook for a long time. I love Facebook. I love my Facebook people. I love it. I've got a group. I got you guys. I've got people. I love it. I do my own Facebook. Have I had my team do some of my stuff before? Absolutely. I will in the future as well. But I still will be connected because I like it. I enjoy it. It brings me joy. It also brings me money, but it brings me joy. So that's one. Now, I actually use Facebook more like a business card. I don't try to I can get clients there and stuff, but that's not my biggest thing. I'm not like trying to go on Facebook and clients. I'm using it to share and to teach and be about, see what I'm about. And then sometimes I'll sell and I'll do some stuff, but most of it's just like, here's who I am and what I'm all about. That's how I use Facebook. Everybody's different. That's how I use it. I share my podcast on there. It's really just sharing about what I'm about. And then I will, 1 to 3 times a year, maybe sell like hard. I'll go, maybe a month even of sell. Like I'll be, hard on it, hardcore. And I'm okay with that because it's okay. That's why I'm there. It's okay. There's no salesy. I care, everybody, if you want help, come to me. If you don't want my help, it's okay too. Right. But I'm not doing it all the time. So people, and they're okay with it. Most of us all need to have more calls to action on our social media, to be truthful. So I like to do, I'm giving you what I like, and then you pick what you like. I like to do networking because I like to, I work from home. So I like to get out and about and talk to people. It's very enjoyable for me. I also like it because it's a very high ROI for me. When people meet me in person, they'll tend to buy from me. My energy is what they feel. And once they feel me, they'll usually want to buy from me. Networking works really well for me. I also like speaking. Speaking has a high ROI. I have been a professor. I've been a speaker on some level almost my whole life. And I am very happy in the teacher speaker role. It's my highest joy of marketing. It's my favorite way to market. I love it. It's so fun for me. I'm like, I don't even care what happens. It's going to be amazing. Like I'm always so jazzed. So I, in the beginning, just started with speaking, Facebook, and networking, those 3, and I use them together. So when I was out networking, I'd ask people to be my Facebook friends, and I would also meet other speakers and, and create collaborative experiences with other speakers. And so I use them together. That's the other piece. Pick what you want and use them together. If you love, and I did Facebook live videos a lot. I used to, if you knew me, if you've been friends with me long enough, I spent 2018 doing a video every day, and it made a huge difference in my life. And so if you like to do video, fine. If you don't do it. If you like to speak on stages, fine. If you don't do it. If you like to speak on podcasts, better, and not be on video and all of that, do that, right? What you do want to recognize, if you like to write blogs, right? Like figure out what you like. Now, what you do want to know is that some strategies have higher conversion than others. So you need to figure out what works for you. Like when I host a live event, I always get clients from it because same thing. People, when they're live with me, they just want to sign up with me because they can feel the value that I'm offering. They can feel it. And that's what I play with, that energy of feeling. And so you want to see in your business model, maybe it's emails. Maybe you do ads. Like, it doesn't matter, but whatever you like to do that brings you joy in your business, because you'll get tired of it and quit if you don't like it. And then money, what brings you clients who buy? Don't just like go on Instagram and you have nobody there that's ever going to buy from you, right? Or whatever the place is. Instagram, pretty much you could sell anything, but a lot of the places maybe you can't sell everything. So you want to find the places that you really like to be, and it's already where you're at, by the way. I love live learning. I'm a kinesthetic learner. So I am a live learner, the highest level. I go something live, I remember almost everything. So I love live stuff, right? It's just, that's my way of being. So think about your own life. How do you like to learn? It's probably how you like to do marketing as well. You know, how do you like to be marketed to? What do you do already? And then you should maybe do that. Like, I probably should have done a YouTube channel, grow that over the years, because I love YouTube. I probably should have got into that more. I just never did. From the tech, I never learned the tech and all of that. So these are like little examples. I have a lot of marketing techniques I use now, but I still focus mostly on speaking and just speaking all over where I can speak, because that's my favorite way. So what I want to do is pull everybody out and ask, is this helpful for anybody? The sparkle fingers, if it was. I'm going to take see if we can get everybody here. All right. Okay. I'm going to answer a question. If you would put it in the chat, just because I want to ground, I always just do this to ground it in for you guys. There's no pressure, but I always want to say, what was most helpful for you for your marketing strategies, for your marketing plan for this year today? Like, what was most helpful that maybe something you could use? Nothing, that's okay. But if there's something helpful, if you write it down, it's just more likely to happen. So let's get that down. And then I'm going to show you a question that was asked. I think it's a great question. What do you do when someone asks for you to send something to look over? Like, say you make an offer and they want to say, well, can I see something? Can you send something over? Fine, right? That's, that happens sometimes. So a couple of things. Number one, if you do the sales if you do the sales like I teach you, this isn't going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, maybe let me take that back. It might happen, but it's going to be one out of like 50 or 100 people. It's not going to happen because you already got them to the point where they can feel the value and not just think about it. Some people need to take extra time. Absolutely. So I just want to share this with you, that you might want to have to do this in the beginning, but ideally you'll master your sales process and you won't have to do this later. So you could ask them things like, do you have any questions? Is there anything that I can answer that's, going on in your head that you're wondering about? Is there any part of it that you want more clarity about? Now, you only want to ask these questions if you've already found out if they want to purchase or not. If you're not sure if they want to buy it, they don't need to look something over. You need to find out first, do you want this? If they're not sure, you need to help them understand the value. So it's your job really to get them to feel the value by getting them to feel the results after it's all over with. If you haven't done that, they're not going to feel the value of why they'd even do this. And so sending something over, it may work, but the likelihood is really low. Like, converting when you're right there with the people is, that's usually how people buy. So ask yourself first, did I get them to the feeling state of the future after we're all done with this? And if not, that's the number one step you got to do. If you've already done that, ask them if they have any more questions, see if they have any more, they need clarity around something. They might have some questions about payment plan or, details, something that's coming up. Just ask them what's coming up. And if sometimes you have people who just need more time, that's okay too. So that's really what I would offer you here. If you were at all indirect or weak in inviting them in, or you didn't ask, hey, do you want this? Just directly, do you want this? They'll be kind of indirect or weak with you as well. So just play with that. Let me know if that's helpful. And then there's a couple other things here. It says, it's not really my sales process. So I just would say, how is this potential client's request against your process? That'll help you solve this in the conversation. So that's something I'd say do for homework. How is this this request for you to send them something against your process, that'll help them even more. Usually if they see the value, they will say yes. So I would say, what's keeping them from feeling the value then? Really, why don't they feel the value? There's something there, something. So you want to explore that on the conversation ideally. And then also just to know from a strategic standpoint is that research shows, depending on the studies, 3 to 12 touches before someone buys. So they literally might just not buy, and you got to offer again in a month or 2 months or 7 months or 2 years, whatever. I've offered over and over to people before they've bought, and it's okay. They might need to think about it, and they think about it. They're like, no, I'm not ready. That voice is not meant to be diminishing by any means. That's just not my voice. And so I'm okay with that. I know it takes time for some people to really, we don't always know what's going on in people's lives, so time sometimes based upon other things, factors that I have no idea about, and that's cool. So just remember that even if they say this, and even if you send something over, you're still going to want to have a really strong follow-up strategy so that they feel the value even more. If you show up and follow up, they're going to feel that you care, and they're going to feel the value of what you're offering even more. So there's a follow-up training in the Achieve Resource Center that we did recently. And so that might be something to check out, how to easily follow up with them so that they can step in. All right. So how was that? Was that helpful? All right, cool. Let me look here and see what the chat says. It says, focus on the 1 to 3 things. Yes. Get really good at them. Like, choose and then master that craft, master that marketing strategy, like get good at it, get really, really good. Make a commitment to myself to do lives every day. Go girl. I love it. And you look good on lives. We all know that, Kelly. You do. You look good. You like to do them, and you do them well. And Vanessa said, I have a call, gotta hop off. I love it. All right, friends. I love you guys. Make the rest of your week amazing. And I'll see you soon. Post in the group if you need any more help.
Thanks, Lila.
Yeah, for sure. Bye, friends.